Scorpio, what's good? I'm your mile high priest. My name's Armando. I'm up here up about a mile high on Mars's day. A little later on July 16th, the moon is currently in the last few degrees of Scorpio before it enters Sagittarius. Let's see, moon at 29 degrees of Scorpio with 48 minutes. Awesome. This is your full moon in Capricorn vibe. What's good, Scorpio? No matter, regardless of your scorpionic natal placement, this may still resonate with you, and I strongly suggest that you check out your other sign placement readings as well as your collective readings. So I come on to read and I start getting so dizzy today. I recorded the Cancer message, then I took a break. So Scorpio, you're third in line, and I couldn't remember in that video during that reading. I couldn't recall a particular story that I wanted to tell about my childhood friend when I lived in South Texas growing up, specifically because of the row your own boat. I remember they did canoe trips down one of the accompanying water channels or canals or arroyos near the Rio Grande Valley, and it would take a few nights for them to canoe down the canal. So it's interesting, the row your own boat message. They are a sun in Cancer, and they have a sibling that is a sun in Scorpio and a parent that is a sun in Scorpio. And they also have a sibling that is a sun in Pisces. Anyway, I don't know how any of these messages relate, but I do want to say, take the lead now. Scorpio, perhaps you have come to a moment where you realize you are very secure and you are operating from an insecure point or center, and now you break through. You have found a point of security for sun for rising Scorpio ascended. Your horoscope message is for the full moon. It's new romance, the sun card, fountain of youth. So even if it's not a new relationship, it's a new relationship with yourself, because it's a new way of self-authority and self-autonomy and autonomy, ownership in terms of self-worth. And it's also turning back the clock, the time on what you may perceive that you spent too much time, too much wasted effort. You are actually owning it, and so there's a retrieval of time and effort, and it's not wasted effort. It's that your Akashic message is allowed the what did I even write? Allow the dawn of the day to wash you. Something about the sunrise. Maybe a few days of sunrise. Also, leading yourself in this new leadership way, and not attempting to lead others until they show you that they are meant. This is very much like a Capricorn message. Great, Scorpio. Your fortune message is new way of making money, and it can just be a new perspective that helps you along the way. What's good, Scorpio? Let me get this out of the way. I will throw down a few values oracle, as well as one sacred symbols oracle from Marcella Kroll, the values oracle by me. 3 cards from the Moonology Oracle by Yasmin Boland for your full moon in Capricorn message specifically. 1 card for the situation highlighted by the full moon in Capricorn, the challenge or what crosses the situation and the origin of this situation. Then 3 cards from the Thoth Tarot, past, present, and future. Oh, I swear, like, I start floating away. Okay, so my friend was very young. We were teenagers when we lived in South Texas, and they were very young, like 20 years old, when they would canoe down the river, and they would have to camp during break time because you can't possibly canoe down the canal, the water path for days without rest. People do, I know people do. It was difficult for me to fathom at a young age. Now that I live in Colorado, now that I've lived in Austin, now that I've lived a little, it's like I know these things are possible. Alright, Scorpio. Goddess, Isis, Sun, God, Mercury, Archangels, Angels, Spirit Guides of the highest light. Hopeful ancestors, wise ancestors, sage ancestors, ancient hopeful ancestors, spirit, clear divine messages for the Scorpio Sun and Rising Collective for the full moon in Capricorn. This is so cool. Look, you have many choices. You know, I don't like the term low vibration, but maybe perhaps when initially stepping into a more aligned path, there is it does serve you well to maybe relate the new to the old or compare a little bit. I'm sorry, I have been really extremely dry with the hot weather, and today was the first day we got a break, but it feels still warm in my apartment and still very dry. What was I saying? I apologize. Okay, Scorpio, what's good? Y'all are seeing me a hot mess, right? Wow, Scorpio, what's good? Okay, yeah. It may be okay to compare in contrast a little bit. Like, hey, I have been operating in this vibration, in this manner. It's less than I would like to show. I would like to promote a different, or I would like to promote different aspects of me. I would like to promote different, a different path for myself. Okay, yeah, genuineness, wow. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look, blank slate. Cancer also had that. Or was it Capricorn? I'm not sure. Look, 3 of Cups, companionship, and then I put Leo up here and Gemini. So decision. Maybe you've been standing apart a little bit in a Hermit, Queen of Swords, or King of Swords. Maybe you've also been taking a lot of breaks, but more like to gain mental clarity, to determine if this is a good companionship, a good relationship to take on. 3 of Cups, as in that mercurial decision, out of maybe what is kind of cold now, genuineness, because there is this like, do you want to honor your new self, and then also maybe there is that turning point of you were on a path of realizing self-alignment to a direction that you were not going towards. And so as you shifted to a new spiritual path and a more enlightened path, that excitement picked up. And also you met someone, and so it's become very passionate. There has been a lot of exciting times, as in like good times and crazy times. Courtesy, so like a return to you to clear up space, right? To create space, and also like maybe dealing with a lot of new ideas and like having to get really clear, because even if you're not someone who meditates, it's like, you're getting intuitive messages outside of you, and you're also getting a lot of inspiration, and you're also getting a lot of advice, maybe unsolicited advice, or maybe you never set up boundaries. So like sacred union is here. Can we not talk about this card? We have mentioned like a relationship, so like a first coming to you, right? Three of Cups coming to you, coming to honor that you have opened a lot of roads, you have unblocked, you have moved above, around, you have diminished, you have dissolved blocks, you have moved beyond blocks. Now operate in that manner. Now, do you want to be this new you, which is your authentic you, your genuine you? So not a new you, but the real you. Psychic, home. So yeah, coming to terms with, will you operate in fear and turn around and turn away from your manifestation? Will you self-sabotage like you're used to? Will you take this on now? Are you inspired, even though you may have a vision, you may want it to turn out in a certain way, you may have good intentions, but psychic. Card number 48, water. Card number 18. This full moon is sort of a blast, a coming together, a union, a shift. Goddess of the sun, God on earth, angels, angels, spirit of the highest light. Situation highlighted by the full moon in Capricorn for the Scorpio Sun and Rising Collective. What crosses the situation, and what is the origin? What's the basis? Okay, yeah, don't let pride get in the way. A lot of Virgo, Leo. Leo, okay, don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. It did want to come out. It is a lot about operating in a new manner. And will you take this on? You may have thought it was too challenging, or maybe not something you wanted, but it somehow your inner child is like, wait, I want this. It's the Sun card, and it's like, do you want to just take it? Or also, like, if you work on it, they'll work on it, or like, that if you want to work on it, they want to work on it in a way. So like, is it your pride? Is it your ego? Don't let your pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. What crosses the situation? So I get a lot of Scorpio, Sagittarius, Leo, Virgo. New moon eclipse, expect powerful change. The new moon eclipse will occur in the sign of Leo in October. Okay, maybe some of you are October, or the first 2 weeks of Scorpio anyway, right? And especially the first week of Scorpio. Expect powerful change. That is the new moon eclipse. Expect powerful change. So you're already experiencing the rush, the excitement. Look, a new romantic cycle begins. Wow, that just like wanted to come out. New moon in Libra. And that's the new moon eclipse. Look, communication is key. New moon in Gemini. I believe that was in the collective message. Or, I apologize, the Capricorn message. So if you have Capricorn placements, or you're drawn to that, go watch the Capricorn message. But look at your spread. It's very fiery. It's very beautiful. It's both. There has been a start, perhaps, like this is the, like, this was, there's already been a restart. And already, maybe both your egos are flared. Maybe everyone has made each other upset, and there's a lot of romance and passion. There's also like, but you, maybe if this is all about you, or maybe if you're a Scorpio who has chosen to be single, or is choosing to be single, or is choosing to be independent and stand apart, it is, you're still coming into many new cycles of new projects, new relationships. You have walked away from a lot, and it stems from 2022, the fall, or the equinox and the solstice in the latter part of 2022, and you have had that like wish from your inner, like your soul, and it's very romantic, and it's like your heart now wants to connect. 48. Vesica Pisces is one of the most profound and sacred geometrical symbols of ancient and modern times, a magical symbol of two intersecting circles. The name literally means fish in Latin. So like a companion, someone to a friend, someone, a spiritual guide, someone who can help you with communication, who can help you to shine in any way. Well, the Emperor and the Ace of Wands, okay, y'all chill out. Scorpio. Okay, you've been inspired, and you're really attracted to something. This person, is that the truth? Look, the Empress, the Ace of Swords, Three of Pentacles, the Star, Nine of Pentacles, Four of. Okay, let me chill out. Look, I'm not gonna take these, but I'll show you. Scorpio, the Star. Through a lot of mental clarity, through a lot of groundedness, through ups and downs, especially in the mind. A lot of like self-defeating moments, self-sabotaging moments. Like either there's a lot of therapy. Is this like giving SZA? I swear I have not listened to her later. Like I haven't committed to that album. Scorpio, is that what you're saying? You're like, the only thing left to do is to commit to this like portfolio, this because it is works, right? Three of Pentacles sometimes gives me portfolio, and this is Mars in Capricorn, and we were just talking about the Capricorn reading, and for you Scorpio, we get a lot of Mars in Capricorn activity. Three of Pentacles, Mars in Capricorn. There's a rewriting, a rescripting, a reframing, a restructuring, right? It's coming from severity or coming from a coldness, but maybe there needed to be piercing, calculated truth, honesty, genuineness, a different level of Scorpio, a new soft vision, a new romantic Scorpio, a Scorpio who wants to be in romance, whether it's like just appearing more stable in an emotional sense. Okay, maybe because you also wanted love, Venus, right? The Empress, Venus. Anyone? Okay, Ace of Wands, air. And all-encompassing, you have Aquarius here, so all-encompassing Aquarius, and so not only a decision for you, but for the other person, or with the other person. So presently you stand here, Queen of Wands. So you are attracted to them, they are attracted to you, you have attracted this, you're realizing this. Aries and Pisces. We were saying there's momentum here already. There has been a start, then a restart. So maybe there was time spent apart, or time where maybe you know of each other or have met before, and now there's a deepening of that relationship, or at least like acknowledgement of a attraction, or maybe that's what's actually happening. And so knowing in your higher consciousness that this is something you want, and it's more than possible, you can actually have it, but then in the conscious dimensional world, it's just coming to the commitment and coming to honor that you want to create it, right? Wow, Seven of Wands and lust. So very together, right? From death, the devil, Scorpio, death, Scorpio, and the devil, Capricorn, Ace of Cups, and then Six of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, we have happiness. Then we have card number 10, oppression, and Four of Pentacles, power. So willingness to take on a challenge, to also put down, and a lot of chapters involved in passionate, a lot of tending to a lot of projects, tending to a lot of work, redirecting energy, sacral energy, redirecting, defining in a more mature sense by putting down a lot that interferes with this companionship, this like allyship, right? It's starting from like a friendship. We have Jupiter in Pisces, so happiness, more of that fish, psychic, watery flow. We have Six of Pentacles, success, Ace of Cups, so more water. My lamps just turned on, and then we have the devil, Capricorn, so like a commitment, both on a bigger scale, and also Capricorn. So if you have Scorpio rising, you have Sagittarius in the second house, and you have Capricorn in the third house. So if there is a successful balance, commitment, or willingness to create, so willingness to commit out of like a rebirth, which this is a rebirth moment, out of a scorpionic rebirth moment, and out of actually honoring what you can put down as far as failure, and also realigning with what actually is passionate. Here, the Queen of Wands and the Strength. Card number 11, lust. So one of the secrets, you have death. Another secret, card number 13, you have the devil. Card number 15. So many secrets. You have the Empress. 3. You could be seeing 3. 11. Let's see, a lot of Leo, so that could be the timing where you really fully recognize that this is both growing, so committing by still diminishing, not so much distractions, but more so where you have spent too much energy knowing that it's not going to work, because it goes from like acknowledging what is a waste of time and effort to like acknowledging what is a spiritual drain, so like a burnout and draining on your energy in general, returning to balance instead of like breadcrumbing yourself and breadcrumbing others, or like being a people pleaser, like yes person, a yes sir, yes ma'am, yes yes person. Going to like, yeah, stand up for yourself and be more honest, vibrate from that intentional communication. So again, now declaring your new power, and maybe this person kind of helps you, or you both help each other. So now where do you stand in your power? I'm so long-winded today, I'm gonna have to like not record anymore. Maybe it was the deep Scorpio moon. We should be but in the Libra sector now. Oh, I'm so sorry. The moon is now in Sagittarius. That's what I meant. All right. Still very like erratic moments in those final degrees as it moves into the initial degrees of the next sign. So where do you stand now, Scorpio? Is that where you stand in between? You have Page of Swords and you have Two of Wands as your power. So you are looking at your plan. You're looking to determine how your ships will come in. So a lot of air vibrations. We have air, Ace of Swords, and we have Page of Swords, and then we have the Two of Wands. You've put down a lot. You will be determining from this perspective, if you are following along with this message and it resonates with you, it's now looking at what you can release as far as like what you were once passionate about, whether it's friendships, relationships, old contracts, old passion projects, or old work-related projects. How you can, what in that bunch can you get rid of or put down, right? Or eliminate. And then what is around you is like that clarity, in which opens up the happiness portal, like you being happy. Scorpio, have you wanted to feel happy and now you're like, wow, I think I might be happy if I go this way. Look at the star. Okay. A lot of Aquarius vibrations, a lot of Pluto asking you to make a decision for you and for the other, and for the new way of being, for your new showmanship. Four of Wands, Two of Wands, Four of Wands, okay? You could be seeing ascending numbers, 2, 4, 8 sort of thing. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, that sort of thing. This is in your hopes and fears zone. And what's the outcome? And so your hopes and fears is that this will be good, which it does seem like it with the star. I think it can be better than you think. You might find that it's better than you think. Look, the Magician. It's like knowing, oh man, this takes me back to that Cancer reading. And this is Gemini or Mercury, right? Mercury will be in Leo too. Okay, go along with me. Look, Emperor. There you are. Scorpio, Aries, archetype, Emperor. This is a cool Emperor, right? In the Luna edition of the Ethereal. Look at this Empress, which stands for the full moon, okay? This full moon is very exact for you, as in it does show you a new way of communicating. Maybe you do want to communicate something, communicate the love, communicate love for someone, the truth about love for something or someone, the truth that who you've been planning around or planning with, but not telling them. The fact that you find a lot of clarity, you see them as a gift. They like you too. They only have eyes for you. That's cute. Scorpio. Are you cracking up? I gotta go, y'all. Look, give me this one opportunity here. A new form of communication. This has been brewing because you do want it, and it comes from that simplicity, from that cleanliness is godliness, like an orderliness, a moment of clarity, a moment in time where you do something different, as a shift in mindset, a shift in mentality, a shift in belief. Opens up intuitive channels. I'm thinking like synapses connect. I'm thinking repair, refabrication of synapses and communication between the bridging between communication, being very clear, and more so the clarity is first gained and generated within you in a sovereign, autonomous, self-directed, self-appointed, self-authoritative manner, and then you build upon that. You communicate from there. You go from the Empress, operating from desire, to the Empress operating in trust. So then in a scorpionic receiving mode, instead of a let me get it, let me grab it. Now you receive it. Now can you receive? Also belief. Do you believe it? Also, you do desire it. It is very scorpionic. Do you trust it? Do you believe it? All right. Okay, great. Venus in Aries once again. A lot of Aries, a lot of Scorpio, all the watery vibrations. Capricorn, Saturn. Clarity all around, balanced, grounded clarity. Moon in Taurus, death card, so rebirth, the actual rebirth, and seeing what grows. Lust, something big grows, even though a lot has around you has changed, or you have walked away from a lot. These are scorpionic, alchemical, ecliptic states of being. It's how you attract, it's how you manifest, in sort of creating the connection where there was a gap, where you determine if it was a desire of yours to go in this new cycle, or new romantic cycle, full of love and intuition and attraction and passion and truth, working together to create not only a relationship in love, in work, in money, a sacred union, even if it is on your own time with yourself. It seems like there's companionship, a psychic level of companionship, a sacred union, a sacred companionship in sacred play and truth. I honor you, Scorpio. I send you love, light, and oh my god, there's things around me. Oh my allergies got me. The dryness of this summer season in Denver has got me wheezy. I'm drinking some sparkling water. This is a magical love story, a very magical. You're a magician, you're an emperor, you're an empress, you're a queen, a royal, a king, a royal, a psychic, a royal. I honor you, I honor your path. Keep it real, keep it light. I send you all the love, all the light. I'll be back with more. Hit like, hit share, hit subscribe, leave me a comment, leave me an emoji, share and like and subscribe if you haven't. Stick around if you're subscribed. Thank you for being here, and I honor you in our energetic exchange. Talk to you soon.